Hi. I forgot how to do this almost. Live from the house. How are you? I'm in the family room. It's Jodi. I didn't even really set an appointment for this, so if you're there, it's a Wednesday night hanging out in the family room. I want to show you what I just cleaned. You see that area behind me? Hi. That area used to be where it's a bar. When we bought this house, it's meant to be like a bar. And Murphy doesn't drink. We don't have a bar in the house, so it was my painting area. And I cleaned it out like a mad woman the other day. It's so clean. I haven't painted in a year, so I cleaned it. It's good to do that. Murphy is home. He's just in the other part of the house. How's everybody tonight? I haven't done this in a long time. I just got home from the store. Put on a t-shirt, some shorts. I have slippers on. We're about to eat sandwiches. We're in empty nest land and we love it. Look, we love our kids more than anything. We would do anything for them. They make us happy. They're the greatest things we'll ever do is be a part of their lives. But we are enjoying empty nest. After we have dinner tonight, I might go do one of my big long walks. We might watch TV. Oh, and speaking of that, hey, Leanne, I love that you're there. I didn't even really set a time for this because I was going to the store and traffic was crazy. I did my makeup on the way home in the car. Had to redo. I do my makeup twice a day. So I am binging Grey's Anatomy, and long story short, I only ever watched the first couple of seasons back in the day when it was new because I had little kids at home and I couldn't do that. I couldn't watch TV all night. And so there's a lot that I've never seen. Of course, I saw the first couple of seasons, but I am in season 6 now, and I'm so excited because there are 20-something seasons. I mean, don't you love it when you have something to binge that just goes on, and you're invested in the characters? That's what's going on for me. So I love it. I think my favorite character currently is Lexi Gray. I love her. She's the cutest thing. I actually started watching it. Here's why I started. This is the memory. Hey, Andrea. I started watching it again when the actor Eric Dane was diagnosed with ALS recently. And I was like, oh my gosh, McSteamy. Hey, Annie. So when he was diagnosed, I was so sad to hear that. And I hadn't seen any of his work in a long time. I know he's been on, is he in Euphoria? I don't watch that, but, so I thought, let me watch McSteamy again. And I wanted something to binge anyway. Oh my God, I'm so invested. I watched an episode yesterday. I'm doing about an episode a day. Let me take water, take a sip. Hey, Tara, Grey's Anatomy is awesome. I mean, we need to talk about it. It's great because I don't have to learn new characters. It's not a limited series where you're in love with it and then it's over. And then you have to wait a year. My only fear, it's on Netflix, by the way. My only fear is that they're going to take it away from Netflix before I'm done. Because it's 20 or 21 seasons. Oh, I love it. Thank you for that, Dawn. Hi, Brian and Elizabeth. I love you there. And Jackie and Patty. Patty's watching Downton Abbey. I watched that when it came out. And I'm not going to spoil something for you, Patty, but here's a true story. My mom, if I'm watching something and I'm binging it, I love to let her know because she and I sometimes like the same things. And when Downton Abbey was new, I'm sorry for my hiccups, you guys. When I talk all day in the morning, I have few words left in the evening. When Downton Abbey was new and I was watching it and my mom was watching it too, she was so upset at the loss of one certain character, the surprising loss of a certain character, she stopped watching it. And it was like, wait, though, there's so many other characters and there's so many other places. And there was so much more that was so good. I could never get her to watch it again. She won't do it. She won't do it. She won't do it. Hi, Mary. Marianne loves the nail color. It's red. Classic red. And I usually go light pink. I have for years. It's been a long time since I wore red. I wore red nails a lot before the girls were born. I remember that was my color. And then I don't know what happened. Anyway, so thank you. Everybody asks about it and loves it. It's a good color when you want to go shorter, or you want to look a little bit glammed up, but you don't feel that way. It automatically gives you glam. That's what I think. Patty at the end of season 4. Patty, I'm in season 6. Hi, Mark. Did Murphy ever get the guy who purchased the vet to see how it looks now? I hope I'm okay to tell this story, but the man who purchased Murphy's father's Corvette, 1966 Corvette, he purchased it to fix it up and get it running again. And he did that and he sold it. And so, but it's not like we can never see it again. Murphy has the number of the buyer, of the person who bought it. So we might have an opportunity again to see that. I hope that answers your question. Hey, Jennifer, also known as Jen. I'm glad you're here. One of my favorites. Jen runs a kitty rescue. That is some serious work. I volunteered in rescue for many years. And when I was new to it, someone once told me at like an adoption event, she was like, when you get involved in rescue, you're going to learn that you have to take breaks from it. And I was like, okay. I didn't know what she meant. And then years down the road, I knew exactly what she meant. It's hard on the heart. So it's a labor of love work that you're doing, Jen, and I love it. I haven't had cats in years, and I miss having cats. I like cats. I think their personalities are awesome. We're a dog family, as you may know. Champ is my best friend in the whole wide world. And he just heard me say his name. It's the time of the day he wants me to take him for a walk. But labor love work you're doing. I love cats. I just can't have them. Phoebe's highly allergic. She did some pet sitting this summer. She's still doing it. And one of the families that she did pet sitting for, it was cats. And she tried her best not to touch them. And she still was breaking out and puffy. Okay, so anyway. Oh, Jennifer calls it compassion fatigue. Compassion fatigue is real. I've heard that term before. I want to show everybody how cool this is. If I can figure out how to flip the... I forgot how to do all of this. Oh, there it is. This is the bar. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I might just keep it clean. I scrubbed out that sink where I had paint. I used it as my painting area for a very long time. I need to scrub that. But anyway, we have some cool shelves up there. But anyway, when you're in an empty nest situation, when everybody moves out, when you're in an empty nest, you start clearing out. Like when you're nesting, you're bringing things in. And when you're empty nesting, you're getting rid of things. It's fantastic. All right. My gorgeous boy wants to say hello. Sweet boy. Sweetest boy in the world. I know what you want to do, and I know what time of day it is, but I can't do it. Okay, let me flip it. Let's flip it. I want to show you guys something that I want your advice on. And I do want to know what you're binging, what you recommend, if I need to take a Grey's break, which I hope I don't. Because I love Lexi Gray, and I know, let me let him out. I love Lexi Gray and the Mark Sloan character. And that's all I'll say for anybody who's not there yet. Okay, come on. Let's go outside. Potty time. Potty time. Come on. Well, I'm trying. Let me flip it. See, everybody goes potty. Even Sparkalina. All right. Okay. So, last week in our family, was it a week ago? Taylor and Phoebe were here. We had just finished eating. I was walking Champ, and I came back, and Taylor was upset, and she said, Mom, something's happened, and it was her bearded dragon, Nugget, who passed away. She was home, and she was going to check on him and give him some love, and she always did that, and, did that when she would come home. And I had fed him the afternoon before some cilantro. Murphy had just fixed his light, and I call him his. I think we think she was a her. Anyway, where we used to keep him was here. This was his home, this little nook. Like, here's the fireplace, which now has a plant in it. It needs to be cleaned. Ugh. Okay. But this was Nugget's home. And I toyed with the idea of like doing succulents in there, and, you know, because you can do all kinds of terrarium things, but I just don't. I have plants everywhere already. Like, I have them everywhere. And it's a lot to take care of. So I think I'm going to sell it, or look at my belly, or give it to somebody, a family, somebody who has a kid who wants their first bearded dragon or whatever. Anyway, so I haven't decided, but you see that whole little nook area? It's a cute little area. Maybe I should put some of my big plants in it. I don't know, but it's fun to have a little, come on in. Come on, everybody. It's fun to have a little, we'll go back in the family room so Murphy can have privacy. A little nook area where I can do something new. It's just exciting. So I'm going to take my time. I thought about just putting a ton of my plants in there, or my Christmas tree. But there's more room than that. Murphy had the best suggestion, and I was like, man, that should have been my suggestion. I'm the decorator. And he big fat took my best suggestion. He said, you know, you almost could put some big comfy cushions there and make it sort of a seating area. And I'm thinking like a little reading nook. So I'm looking for that kind of stuff. Linda loves the necklace. Linda, this was a gift. I love this necklace too. I didn't pick it out. My friend June, who lives a state away, sent it to me for Christmas. Isn't that the best? Girlfriends are the best. She does it every year too. She sends me something, a Christmas present wrapped that she has chosen, and she always knocks it out of the park. I have this awesome bracelet from her. I have some crazy cool earrings. And then last year, 2024. And I think it's Brighton. And you know why I like it? I like mixed metal. I just do. Some women like gold. Some women like silver. Some women like mixed. And I like it mixed. Okay, just binged Jenny in Georgia. Waiting for Emily in Paris and Lincoln Lawyer. Kathy, I keep seeing Jenny in Georgia every time I turn on my TV to get my grays fix. I binge on Shameless. Great show. I like the idea, Jen, I like the idea of your year-round tree better. Yeah, I do. It's a skinny tree though. The tree I have is a skinny pencil tree, so I'll have to put something else there. Irene, yay, I made it. I'm so glad you're here too. Guess what? It's almost like I forgot how to do this. Everything today in the world, let's just get real. Everything, it seems, in the world of social media feels like it's fast. Everybody wants these 10-second videos and these 15-second videos, and I will try. I am going to work on doing more of those just from my life, but I'm a visits girl. I'm a sit down and visit with you girl. I love this. Even when I'm tired and my hair's dirty and I need to go walk the dog, talking with you and doing this with you energizes me. I feel like I'm hanging out. Hi, Jen, another Barbara. Hey, Barbara. Oh, I love having you guys here. Okay, so let's take a sip. I just finished Gilmore Girls. I've never, should I admit that? You guys are going to fuss at me. I've never watched Gilmore Girls. My favorite binge of all time, and I think you might know this if you know me, is Game of Thrones. But I've already binged it like 5 times. 3 on my own. Once with Phoebe when she was old enough. And she loved it. And then when Taylor moved back in last year with Taylor. And she loved it. And I know it seems like an inappropriate show, but these girls are young ladies. And they were going to watch it anyway. And honestly, if your kid, if your teenager, if your middle schooler will agree to watch something with you, and you binge it together, it's something you do together. It's something you can talk about. It's something you can be connected on forever. Phoebe is a Harry Potter fan, and I have read all the Harry Potter books more than once. And it's something that we bond on, and I happen to love that. It's culture. When something is so big in culture that every, age group can get it. Now, Game of Thrones, Phoebe was 19 before we watched that together, or at least late 18. I don't remember. Anyway, Gilmore Girls, definitely worth the time. Brian, Yellowstone is amazing. Brian, I'm going to be honest with you right now. I understand the attraction to Rip. As soon as the first time I ever saw him, I was like, yep, I understand. That is the kind of man that women just swoon for. Everything about him. And I love Beth and all that. But when Kevin Costner stopped being on that show, I can't do it. I can't do it. Kevin Costner stopped being on that show. I just can't. Sherry wants to know what brand of skincare I use. I always get that question, and I love that this turns into girls gabbing about stuff like that. I use lots of things. Honestly, I don't have one. So here's what I use. And here's what's bad. You're supposed to use a serum. Like after you wash and before you moisturize, you're supposed to use a serum. Whether that's like a vitamin C thing or whether it's a hyaluronic acid, all that. I never know. So I don't want to do 6 steps a night. So I alternate. But I wash my face with either Dove soap, because I like the way it feels, and it gets makeup off. It gets all this off, like completely off. So either Dove soap, and I usually use the sensitive one just because I buy that one for the girls, and so that's what I have around the house. Or there's something called olive oil soap that I buy. It's like these little square bars, and it just feels really nice. And I believe in olive oil being good for the skin, and so I use that. It doesn't do as good of a job as getting the makeup off, and I love makeup, so basically that's what I wash with. You're supposed to wash with something gentle and not be harsh. You're supposed to exfoliate a couple of times a week. I forget to do that, but I do have a little micro delivery scrub that's in the shower. So when I remember, like when there's conditioner in my hair, I'll do that. The second step being whatever your serum is. Lately, I've been doing nothing because I'm out of serum. But I bought some vitamin C serum, and that's what I was using. And before that, it was a hyaluronic acid. But I just alternate and try different, and those were different brands. The vitamin C stuff was something I got on Amazon. And the champ is watching me so hard. He's giving me the guilt face. And the moisturizer, this is the honest to God's truth. It's not one that most people can use. I've suggested it to friends. I've said, hey, if you want a good moisturizer, you can try this. And every single friend of mine has been like, ugh, I can't, Jodi. Ugh. So I love it. I love it. It's called Elta MD. Now that's a really good line of skincare. And I probably should be a good girl and use more of it. Get my serums there. So ELTA MD. So here's the long story short, and then I'll let you go because Murphy and I are supposed to eat sandwiches tonight. I had like a procedure done, like a facial, I don't remember what you call it, microderm, where I don't know what it's called, microdermabrasion or something like that. And that's kind of harsh. It kind of gets that top layer off. And so after, they recommend a very good moisturizer that's extra. And so that's what they recommended. And it's called Elta MD Intense Moisturizer. That's what it's called. And it's literally like, it only takes like a pea size. And I put that on my skin every night. And it just soaks in. And I put it on in the day too. The reason that most people can't use it is they probably put too much. You're literally supposed to use a pea size amount and spread it. But it feels kind of slick. It doesn't soak in. Okay? Not until I'm asleep, not until hours later. A lot of people just don't like the way it feels. So that might not be the best one for you. I would just suggest you try. I think, you know what? Here's the answer. No matter what you use, ladies, you know this is true. The most important thing is to be consistent. Wash your face every night gently. Get the makeup out. Be consistent. Use sunscreen every day. I do that over my foundation, which might not be the way, but that's how I do. Use a moisturizer at least twice a day, in the morning and at night. Be consistent and try to stay out of the sun as much as you can. I like being in the sun too. It's just not my jam. I burn really easily. Rebecca, you're making my heart race. Rebecca says, I use coconut oil mixed with rosemary extract, hair and face. Boom. I have coconut oil in a jar sitting by my bathtub. And when I get out of the bath, I rub that stuff. I don't do it every night because you're slippery. You're slippery from head to toe at first when you put that on. But I rub coconut oil on my arms and my elbows. I have put it on my face a couple of times, but I heard that it could clog your pores. I read that. I don't know if it's true. But I put it on my body, on my legs especially. It feels really good. And I'll slip into bed and Murphy will be like, you smell like a cookie. And anyway, it's like real, organic coconut oil. A big fat jar of it, $6 or something like that? It's a value and it's really good for you. Supposedly it has all these properties like natural anti-aging properties. I don't know if that's true. Anyway, that's my skincare. Last thing, and I am going to go because I do want a WALK champ. He's watching me and he knows that word. I want to eat and I want to walk him. I wanted to tell you about the Snacky Daddy recipes online in case you missed it. All these great recipes for dad. Father's Day is this weekend. If you don't know what to get the dad in your life, the man in your life who's a dad, and you want to gift him something, or if the kids want to do something for him and make him something, we've got snack mix ideas there. No bake energy bites, which I'm going to make for Murphy and Sam. Now that they begged for them today during the show, I'm just going to whip up a batch and bring it like for Friday and surprise them. Pecan pie brownies are there. The recipe of how to make those. It's such a hit. You know, if you don't know what to get dad, make him some snacks. Make him some homemade goodies and just drop them on him. There's one other thing I wanted to say that's there. Sam's, one of my favorite things that he makes. God, when it's my birthday, I need to beg for this from him. He makes these, he calls them firecrackers. And it's just like the crackers that you mix the oil and the red pepper and like ranch mix with, powdered ranch. They're so good. And you can do the little crackers too. Anyway, the recipes for all that and the methods, it's all easy. Little kids can help you make this stuff at murphysamandjodi.com. Look for Snacky Daddy recipes. It should be there at the top. Deanna says, my dad used to rub coconut oil on his bald spot to stimulate growth. Oh, bless him. Bless him. Okay. Love you guys much. I always love visiting with you. Let me know what you want to talk about. Drop comments here. I promise I'll go there. Jen wants to know if Sam is doing okay with the loss of Gus, his rescue dog that he had for years. He seems to be doing okay, but here's what's up. I'm going to ask him about it in the show tomorrow. Okay? I'll do that for you and everybody else who's been asking me. Okay. I'm sorry if my head's a little foggy at night. I love you much. I'm going to eat some sandwiches. Have a good one. Drop your comments here and I promise to answer. Good night.